I'm going to give a brief introduction to what is mindfulness. We hear that a lot. Of course, the classes on mindfulness, and you're welcome here to learn about it. And very quickly, mindfulness is a non-judgmental, which is not like how we translate with non-judging other people or not discriminative, but it's more that we are not judging anything as good or bad in our own selves. We are just non-judgmental, which is like we don't label things, non-reactive, which means like we don't react to these stimuli and what it produces within us. And present moment attention and awareness. This is the crucial piece, which is that this is about being present in the moment, not thinking about the past that influences the present moment interpretation for us, or not thinking about the future in terms of like how is this moment going to affect the future. Not that it's bad. It's what it is. It's good to think about the past and the future in a very deliberate way. A lot of times, our concerns and obsessions with past and the future impact the present moment where we do not have control over what we feel or what we think or how we interpret the life and how we present ourselves, how we show up in our life in the moment because we are not in control. We don't think about it. We let things happen. Whereas mindfulness is about literally controlling the only thing you can control, which is our own in the moment present awareness, which is non-judgmental, non-reactive attention awareness. What does that mean? Say, if I'm getting stressed or nervous about a talk that I'm supposed to give, and then I get into this negative spiral that, yeah, you're always like this. You're not worthy. It doesn't matter. You might have published a book, you might be a professor, but deep down, you know that you're not worthy. And so this can kind of like, be the self-talk, which is a negative self-talk. And sometimes it's a positive self-talk, which is also not necessarily good. Because sometimes what happens is like, yes, I am so great. I am always right. I would never make mistakes. That is also the other end, which is not good either, right? Which is kind of like reacting to it either very positively or very negatively. So you're going like, oh, wow, this is so fabulous, or like, I really suck. And this is how I am. And so it's a kind of this all or nothing distortion that we create in our own minds and the story that we create. And so the four critical qualities of mindfulness practice is one is diligence, and diligence means that you take it seriously, that you actually because diligence requires attention, that you pay attention to your practice, you hold yourself accountable. That involves regulation, self-regulation, and so that's diligence, which is bringing this sincerity because mindfulness cannot work without practice because it's not just about reading about it, it's about practicing it. And anything that requires practice, if you're an artist, you know that. If you're a musician, you know that. If you're a dancer, you know that practice is requires diligence. And many of these things, practice is the thing, and mindfulness practice is the thing. So diligence becomes really crucial. And the second important quality in mindfulness practice or mindfulness is wisdom, which is clear discernment. What does that mean? That because you're paying so much attention to in the moment present awareness to your own body, your heart, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what's the content of your mind, or sometimes even like what's the surroundings and what's the stimuli that you're getting, and so you're able to discern very clearly by paying attention, by paying diligent attention, and that is wisdom. To be able to discern is wisdom. And and then of course the mindful awareness, in the moment awareness that we need to have, which could be not necessarily just meditating. It could be you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're playing with your dog, you're drawing, you're writing, you're brushing your teeth. Anything that you do, could you bring that same kind of awareness? And that is the in the moment awareness. And the fourth aspect is freedom from desire and discontent. What does that mean? That means like you're observing something without a judgment, and which means it's related to the wisdom piece, which is basically your desire is usually about the future and discontent is usually about the past. And if you kind of can remove both of them in the moment when you remember and when you can, then you develop equanimity. Then you react to the situations as it is rather than by imposing other aspects of the desire and discontent. So you can stay a little bit more calm when you take away your projection from the past, which is about discontent, and your hopes for the future, which is about desire. Instead, you just see the thing for what it is. So, as you can see, when you're able to do that, you also develop clear discernment, and that is wisdom. So, these are all kind of interrelated to each other. So, that is those are the four qualities of mindfulness.